Hi everyone. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of how to make a basic platform jump work. So here's my example sprite. It can move left and right, and if it wants to jump onto a platform, it can jump on. If it steps off, it falls off, and you can jump while you're on the platform as well. And so I'm just going to walk you through how to get something like that set up, because it seems like it's a major challenge for a lot of people. So first of all, this is the only code I have here. It's not a whole working game. It's just a platform jump, and that's kind of it, and movement. So these first two pieces right here, the key A and the key D, that's just my left-right movement. So you don't even really need to pay attention to that right now. And this is all going on inside my character sprites forever loop. So things that just are happening as the game is running. And what it does is it has the ability to jump. So this is a really simple jump. It just changes y by 100. It's not, this isn't even using a speed variable or anything like that, but it should be the same idea can be extended if you're using something like a speed variable, or you're having the jump be a more gradual process in some other kind of way. So the basic idea here though is that there are a bunch of different conditions that have to be true for a jump to happen, or for a fall to happen. What I mean by that is, if you look, this is the code for jumping. It's a really simple jump, just change y by 100. No matter how you have your character jump though, it's really these things, the green blocks, that make it possible to jump on and off of and fall off of platforms. Instead of just having the key press be the only condition involved when deciding if the character should be able to jump, there are other things that have to be true. Or maybe that just could be true, and here's what I mean by that. I have an AND block and an OR block here. And I didn't get too much into the detail of how these blocks work, but they kind of mean what they say. So normally if you put a condition in here, just that condition has to be true for the whole thing to work. However, if you put an AND block in there, this condition and some other condition have to be true. So like right now, like if I just do this, only the space key being pressed will make it jump. You notice it jumps. I'm going to add some gravity so it falls back down. But notice with my jump set up the way it is, only the space key has to be pressed, no other condition matters. So I can actually just keep spamming the space key. So that's your first problem that you have to solve, is how do you avoid, how do you make sure the space key spamming doesn't just cause your character to fly. That is where the AND comes in. So if the space key is pressed and the Y position of the sprite is less than -82. Less than -82 is just on the ground, right? If the floor is -82, then the sprite has to be down at or below the floor. So now it jumps, and if I hold the key, it doesn't fly, it just jumps. Now the next thing is I want to be able to jump onto a platform. So we just add this stuff back so I can move. You'll notice right now my cat's just going to go through the platform. Well, or not. I don't know why that worked. Oh, it was my other condition was causing the platform to work. It won't jump off the platform though. That's the problem. That's what's going on. So notice I'm hitting the space key now. It's not jumping off the platform. That's because I haven't added an extra sort of condition to the floor. So here, this is the floor. What constitutes the floor right now is just if the Y position is less than -82, but I also want the platform to act like a floor, because you can jump off of a floor. So I'm going to say Y position is less than -82, or touching the color black, because I'm using black on my platform color. Either or. So either one of these can be true, and my sprite will be able to jump now. Notice if I click on, I'm just clicking on this green block, it says true. The reason it says true is that the cat is touching the color black. It's not, this part isn't true. It just says, I clicked on it, it says false. The Y position is not less than -82. However, the cat is touching the color black. And with an OR block, as long as one or the other, that's why it's an OR block, one or the other can be true, the whole thing is true. So, combined with this AND block, the way it works is, if the space key is pressed and any one of these two things is true, either it's on the floor or it's on a platform, the cat can jump. So you see my cat's jumping. Great. Now let's take a look at my gravity. The way my gravity works is similar. At first, you might think all you need is, as long as the Y position is up in the air, gravity happens. However, what happens when you get to a platform is you fall through it. So you can jump, and you can even jump off a platform because it's touching black, and that's a condition for jumping, but you still fall through the platform if you just stop jumping. So again, kind of need another condition for stopping gravity's pull, right? The floor was the first condition. That's this Y position is greater than -83. Gravity pulls down as long as you're not hitting the floor. That's, change Y by -10. That's the sprite going downward. However, also want to make sure it's not touching a platform, because if it's touching a platform, then it is on the floor. Just a different kind of floor, an elevated floor, a platform floor. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, if Y position is greater than -83 and the cat is not touching a platform, then it's okay for it to fall. So now, altogether, all of these different conditions work to make it so that you can move around the level, jump, and jump onto platforms, and jump while on platforms, and jump off of platforms. Hope that helps.